Alrighty, folks, welcome. I think today is day 13, and this is where we landed. I'm going to lift this up for you. It's dry now, so hopefully you can see what's going on a little bit better without all the glare. I have a light over here and a ceiling light, and it picks up on the wet part pretty badly, so it's hard to see. That's how it is. I'm going to work in this orientation, which is this way for you. This is the direction I was painting. You can tell I've been mixing paint. This is the direction I was painting in yesterday. It's kind of funny. I notice I paint upside down a lot, and I turn it over and I go, oh, yeah, this is how it goes. I'm really intrigued by this shape right here. I am going to let these circles go. Thank you. You'll always be here. You're part of the texture. This texture that's inside here is still here. So none of that's going to go away. It's all part of the history, but I'm really intrigued by this shape. And I was getting acupuncture this morning, and which I highly recommend if you've never had it. It's changed my life significantly. But my hand just wants to kind of, I might even pick it up and do that, is what my hand wants to do, kind of follow this shape right here. I'm kind of bummed that it's smack dab right in the center of the painting, but it is what it is. It's evolving. This is sort of what it is to be organic. And I tuck away in my rational mind all of these different things about texture and contrast and line and movement and soft edges and hard edges. All of that stuff is in the back of my mind, right? When I come to the canvas, what I do, or when I sort of connect with it, even if I'm in front of it or not, like I did on the table today, I just ask what's next, what's next, what's next. And that's what I go with, knowing that all the rest of that stuff is in my rational mind, and and it will serve me. It will serve my intuition as I look at these pieces. And yeah, that's where it is. So I'm going to bring out this brush here. It's a bit of a bigger brush, which I love. It's soft. So I'm going to have this. I'm also going to bring this guy out. I really love the shapes that these, I don't know what you call them, these like shapers. It depends on what brand you use. There's different brands out there. They're basically silicone. They're soft, kind of like the Catalysts, but they're in like brush size. And I really love the way this makes shapes on texture underneath. It's one of my favorite things to use with oil and cold wax. So I'm going to pull that out, and I've got this brush back again. Kind of what I want to do is, I'm looking at it, I want to bring some more dark in here, add some light in here to kind of have this in the background, and then I'm going to have a shape come up through here. That's where my head is right now. So of course we will see whether or not that stays true or not. I do have an idea to put some charcoal on here, but that's going to have to come at the end. Although I keep talking about making some marks with this guy, and I keep forgetting to do it. So once again, I'm going to clean it off and have it next to me so that I can kind of come in here and do that. In terms of color today, this is probably kind of hard to see because I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of water. I've got my basic palette, which is the Hansa Yellow, the Nicolazo Gold, the Pyrrole Red, the Quin Magenta, the Cobalt Turquoise, and I've mixed in some Cobalt Teal, and I've made some purple here. Just look at that. Like, come on. How gorgeous is that right there? With a tiny dot of the Nicolazo and the yellow down here, just to kind of grade out a little bit and make a light color that I can bring in. My puddle of white got a little contaminated, so I've got some extra white. And then I made a pink right here. I want to bring a little bit of that pink back down here in this corner. So I'm kind of like the light kind of moving through this way, and the dark's kind of moving through this way with this other swirl going this way. So that's sort of the motion that I am seeing right now. And I really enjoyed holding my palette in my hand like that yesterday, so I might do that again. Okay, I think we are centered. As always, I've got these colors at the ready because I do think they're going to make another appearance. at some point, whether it's the ink or the high flow. And I've got my high flow white, which is running a little bit low. So let me just shake that up a little bit while I go turn the timer on. I shall be back. Boy, those high flows can get really stubborn. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing the mark making here. Just to give, see, just even that just gives some good texture. And that won't run. That's the China marker. So let's, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get some of this pink color. I cannot see with this glare myself, so I've got to bring this up a little bit. I'm not loving the way that those brush strokes are looking, so I'm gonna just, this is the other thing I can do too, is kind of pull that back if I want in some of these areas. Yeah, this kind of circular image thing is going bye-bye. That's okay. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see. My hand wants to go like that. Kind of up and over. And then in this way. It's almost like wings. I'm kind of getting that lately. This sort of wing imagery. I'm gonna kind of put some of this color in some different places too, and then pull it back. I'll tell you what I mean by that here in a second. So this is just like a baby wipe kind of thing. So because there's so much texture in here, I can put it on and it'll get caught in all the little nooks and crannies. I'm gonna leave that right there actually. And oh, yes. Okay, this is making me happy. This brush wanted to be used today. So it needs some love in here. Oh. My arm wants to move big today. Move big, girl, move big. Oh, I love it. My brush just sort of hit the white there. Okay. Oh, I like that. There's a softness to this that's really pretty. A little bit of that swirliness. My eye just went to this cobalt teal. Let's see if I love this or hate this. We will find out. Sorry, that's probably super loud. I do like that. It's like a little bit of line work with that in there. maybe just a little. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like that, like there. Let me, with that high flow, like I said yesterday, if it's wet, it's gonna move, and so you got to, oops, that's wet paint, huh? You gotta dry off any spots where that is gonna be too contrasty for the eye. Okay, I feel that timer creeping up on me. What have I learned during the 21 Shade Challenge? How to precisely tell what 5 minutes feels like. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is where we are. I like these colors together. I like adding the pink. I like brightening it up again. These layers underneath are more neutral, and so that that helps these kind of pop a little bit more, but it not be too overwhelming. I'm happy the circles are gone. Even though this one is still persists. This one still persists, and this one a little bit too, but it's enough in the background. I feel like it needs a little bit of yellow down here to balance this, to kind of have that imagination of light coming through. This almost looks like a figure riding on wings right here, which is kind of neat. So yeah, I mean, this is where it is right now. I do really like the brush strokes in here. The softness, how that all kind of played together, that makes me happy. And we will continue to see where this goes. I'm curious now. I thought I knew where it was headed, and I don't anymore. And that's super exciting, being in this sort of unknown, because this painting is becoming, and I'm excited for it to become what it wants to become. So thank you for being on the journey with me, and I will see you next time.